Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name is Tom Novak, and today is April 22nd of 2025. It's Tuesday at 66 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. The time is around 8:42 and a half in the evening. PM in the evening. Welcome to this mess. A lot of work to do. Here's Kevin over here. Today we got a basket case. We got a maple in a basket to repot. Today I'm going to use a mix of 50% cherry chicken grit and 50% organic seed starter mix, and that's a #1 cherry chicken grit. And Kevin's over here looking around, seeing what kind of trouble he can get into. But I wanted to show you this little thing. Well, here's the basket case we're going to repot. And then here's the, my sister was able to find me a whole bunch of lipstick. Some of it's got a nice brown color, so maybe it'll match the trunks. So let me put this all over here. And then she got me a little turntable here, so we can use that later on. But I'm cleaning up in the yard, working on the fish, so I'm going like crazy. So I had to take my Vtex out and clip it, and I got this soaking in some Azus because it's good for making roots. So I'll let it sit in there. It's not the right proportion, but I got it in there soaking so I can see if they'll grow. So here's my seed starter mix in here. I finally got some tape so I can write on here. So I had to put this down on my old vinyl Venetian blind, so I remember what it is. So let's put that here. And this is how the mix looks. Mr. Spoon, where did you go? I had you here a minute ago. Here you are. My granddaughter was playing with the spoon and the soil. So here's how the grit looks with the chicken grit and the seed starter mix. That's core. Down, Kevin, down. I just fed you. Scratching. So he's bored today. I had him outside, but he's still bored. He's saying, "Tom, let's go to bed. It's late. It's past his bedtime." So let's put that there. So here's our little maple. You can see it's starting to grow. I could cut it back, but first I want to get it some vim and vigor. Then I'll cut it back to maybe a note over here or a note over there. But let's see how this is. This was a cutting in this is vermiculite. And Mr. Clock says it is now 8:45 p.m. in the evening. I don't know if I said 7:40. No, it's 8:45. Yeah, 8:45 p.m. in the evening. So we're going to take this because you can see how congested the roots got in that little pot. And this one I stored over winter in the basement. Now this, oh no, this is one I planted. And this is the taproot in it. You can see the taproot right there. So, where is my ironwood? Because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. We're going to get in there. And see, I got that screen in there. It grew right through it. So I'm going to just stick now. There we go. Get that big old taproot off. And we'll get this screen off. If we can get it over the root. So maybe we can just, because this is just vermiculite, we'll cut through that root. Get that off. And you can see the nice root system it developed. You can see how it looks. It looks pretty good. We can comb it out some. Let me get some of this mess off of here. put that in the pot over there. Put all this out of the way. And we'll go under the table. And I'm going to just start, I'm going to see if I can just start using long fibered sphagnum moss for the bottoms. Because if the roots grow into that, that's good because it gives them a little, like a little boost of energy. We're going to just stick that in there. There's a big piece. Just break it up. And then we're going to give it a good squirt. Because we want that to get good and wet. And there's holes drilled in this pot, so this did good over the winter time in the basement, sleeping. You can see the 2 holes I put in there. I'm just going to push it in real hard. So you get it good and compacted. And when it was up like that, up to the rim here, and once you compact it, it's down to here, and you can see how nice it looks. So that's better than screens. A lot better. And you don't use that much. There we go. Let's put you over here. And now we're just going to give our roots a good watering so we can see where we're at. And then we're just going to, let's see. Here it is. Use our back scratcher as a root rake. We'll just rake out the roots. Let's see what we can get on there, see how they look. You can see how nice the root system is. It's got a nice flare to it. And they are going down. You can just push this one out a little bit. Let's give it a little room there. This one's going around in a circle, so we'll just clip that for the time being. And this one here is growing around in a circle. This one's growing up. Get that one out of the way. And see it rooted real good. Just give it a little trim with the roots going around in a circle. We ain't going to cut too much off. Like that. And then we're going to try our #1 chicken grit. There it is. Let's put it over there. Let it sit. Let it lay down. I could cut it right now, but I want it to grow a little bit to get a little vigor in it. You can always cut it back later. So right now I'm going to take my cherry grit. You can make your own soil. I got this from Dave, one of my commenters, because he started out using chicken grit over perlite because he says, Tom, chicken grit don't float. Well, that's bad English. It does not float. Sorry, English teachers. So if I could put it in like that, I think that would be good. Now let me get Mr. Spoon and we'll mount it up in the middle a little bit. Can still get a little higher so that we get the root flare not perfectly flat, but you know, like a little taper but going down. We'll just put it in there like that. See how it sits nice and flat. There we go. It's in the pot. Now if anything buds out here, that would be great. Then I can start cutting it back more, but right now we're not going to do that. And what am I looking for, Tom? I'm going to get a little Nikus there and put it in. Because the Asus is good, they says is a good for starting roots on cuttings. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to mix it to the way they say it, and we're going to try some. I'm going to try some of my poinsettia cuttings because I got one more forest to work with. So we got my Mikos from Extreme Gardens, and we're just going to put it in just like that, all around, just like that. Put it in. There. Now, put our soil in. just like that. Just on the top. And we're just going to take our bamboo skewer for the little ones and just work it into the roots. We're going to fire it into the roots. Just like that. Fire it in, fire it in. There we go. Nice and sturdy. Push it down a little bit, a little bit. And this is a good little project you can do with the kids. And the chicken grit gives a nice little reddish hue to the soil. There we go. We got the top up. As you can see, the top is up, so we're going to just fill in the little low spots there. Just a little bit. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and be cloudy, so we can start putting it outside. So that'll be good. And then just this one little low spot here. There you have it. Now, let's cover this up. There. And we'll give another little squirt. Mr. Elephant says hello to all the little kitties out there. This is just an Easter basket that I picked up. Plastic Easter basket. But you can see how nice it does for a planter. Now, isn't that something you can do with the kids? I think with this one, we're watering it in real good. And it's coming out the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. It's just starting to drip. So we'll clean it up a little bit and then we'll put it outside, but I'll make a tag for it, and that's how you do a nice little mini. Chicken grit. Let's see how it works. You never know. Thank you, Dave, for that suggestion. Dave always comments, and I thank you, Dave, because you give me some good ideas. So we're going to clean our ironwood tools later. Before I go upstairs, Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties. And he's going to just give them a little bit more water. Like that. To make sure everything flushes through. There you go. Nice and sturdy. Now if I can find, I had some rocks here. Oh, let's see if I can find some rocks. Little ones. Just to hold it down in case we get a nice heavy rain. We don't want the roots to move. So we can put this one here. And maybe this one. That one's a little bit too big. I gotta move all the garbage cans out of the way. You got a mess here. Now we got something here. Where I don't know, but we got a couple little pieces here. We'll just stick them there for now. Because this rock is a little bit. Oh no, we can put that there. Another piece of lava rock there, and another little rock there, and there you have it. There's our little willow, and you can see the little leaves just starting to come out. They're light yellow because they don't have enough light in the basement, but we'll go from there. So today is Tuesday. It's detective night. Little Sherlock Holmes, little Charlie Chan, because they got J. Carrol Naish doing the half-hour Charlie Chan series on the British TV. I just seen that on YouTube, so I was watching that. That was pretty good. Or any other detective shows you like to listen to on the radio, like Gangbusters, or The Thin Man, or The Shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the minds of men? The Shadow knows. So we'll go from there. I'll make a tag on it with today's date, and we'll see how it progresses, and if we can get any back budding here after this flushes out, maybe I'll cut it back in early summer and go from there and see what it does. But right now it's got to get some food and get some vim and vigor in it. So you take care, everybody. Have a good night. Short video, hopefully. Take care. Mr. Clock says get going because in 3 minutes he's going to start dinging 8 o'clock. So take care, everybody, and you can ring out the 8 o'clock after, or no, the 9 o'clock. Ooh, what am I talking about? I need to get some rest. Long day. Take care, everybody.